Okay, so folks, another example of the Howard Terminal project being so complicated that I don't think it's complicated. I think it's quite simple, that an Oaklander completely misses it and instead pours in their own political assumptions about the project. In this case, it's John Riemann. I posted a video on Oakland News Now about a gondola ride over the Oakland Zoo. Very cool scene that helps promote the Oakland Zoo, which is really the idea, right? Keep the Oakland Zoo promoted. And I love to put YouTuber videos on. All I have to do in the network that I installed on Oakland News Now, my network, is if I go and like a YouTube video, it automatically becomes a blog post complete with a proper coding that I install. And so at any rate, I did this and I thought, well, I generally share it with Oaklanders via Facebook and other social media outlets. But Riemann comes in and says that this is an example of privatization at Howard Terminal. It has nothing to do with Howard Terminal. And then he talks about the privatization of what he says is going to be private land, which means two things. First of all, he didn't read the legislation. And B, he doesn't understand the nature of redevelopment as it's proposed in the legislation. When the Oakland City Council passes the redevelopment law that was given life initially by Assembly Bill 293 Skinner, it will allow, listen John, the city of Oakland to be the controller of all of the lands within those boundaries. And it has extraordinary power. So it is not a privately owned function. The only aspect of the Howard Terminal project that's privately owned is the baseball stadium by the A's. That's it. And I can make an argument that even there, technically, considering the symbiotic relationship between the city of Oakland and the Oakland Athletics with respect to the project, I can argue that's not even really true either, as well. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Learn the project. Understand tax increment financing. Learn the calculations and the math. And if you don't know, ask questions. Ask questions. It's important for our future. Heck, it's important for you. You know, leaning all into all this, well, it's socialist or it's capitalist and all this jazz. It's like someone's watched television one too many times and not capable of thinking outside of a box that, comes with some sort of, parrot in it. It's socialist, it's capitalist, you know what I mean? Come on. Or it's privatized. Oh, brother. This situation's a lot more complicated. Learn it. Subscribe to Zenny62 and bookmark oaklandnewsnow.com.